Hi everyone, it's Shannon. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button because you'll find new DIYs, tutorials, and new inspiration here every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today we're going to be using some really simple and just a few items from Dollar Tree to create a really great farmhouse style hanging basket. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let me show you the things that I grabbed from Dollar Tree first. I have a couple bundles of their nautical rope. Also, one of their fleece scarves. They have these in different patterns and prints. You could also use whatever fabric you have on hand or even use a towel. So any kind of fabric will work for this. And then I also have a piece of black foam board. And then the other things that you'll need are some packing tape or even some duct tape would be good for this. I have a razor blade, a sharp pair of scissors. I also have my hot glue and glue gun. And then I've set down a big cutting mat for this, but if you're gonna be cutting, just be really careful if you don't have one of those. You could use scissors to cut your foam board out too. If you don't have a cutting mat, that'll make it a little bit more safe. You just wanna protect your counter or your work surface. And you're also going to need a ruler and a pencil or a pen. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is cut out the bones of this basket, and that's what the foam board is for. So basically I need 2 squares and 2 really thin and narrow triangles, and then we'll work on putting it together. I'll go ahead and cut these out, and then I'll give you the dimensions of my shapes. That way you can recreate exactly what I'm creating. However, you could also adjust the measurements of this basket and make it as big or as small as you need as well. So these first 2 pieces I cut down into 8" by 8" size squares, and I'm going to work on the triangles. So here's my first triangle. I kind of want to explain what I did there so you can repeat it, and I'll do it again here on this next one because we need 2 of these. So I basically made a rectangle 8 inches tall because that's the height of my square here. So we want it the same height, and then I made it 3 inches wide. And so the top I want 3 inches wide, and the middle is going to taper down. So I found the middle of the 3 inches at the bottom, which is 1.5 inches. So I marked it at 1.5 inches, and then took my ruler and drew the lines from the top corner down to that middle point on both sides, and that's what gave me this triangle right here. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat that for this top one up here. And here's a look at the 4 pieces that I have. I'm just going to use my hot glue and my hot glue gun over here to piece them all together. So basically I'm going to put my triangles on the sides, both sides here, and then I will layer this on top. We're going to glue it first, and then I'm going to use my packing tape to sort of reinforce the corners. And here is the shell of our basket, all put together. I added the tape on the seams to keep it nice and in place. I'm going to use my nautical rope here and my hot glue, and we're going to start at the bottom to cover that seam, and then we're going to wrap around and around all the way up. right, so here's what I have so far. I'm gonna move on to another bundle of rope here. So I just secured the end really well on there, and that's where we're gonna start the next tail of the next bundle. You just wanna make sure you take the tape off of the end of the rope that's being held together for packaging purposes, because you don't wanna see that shininess of the tape. You want it to look kind of like a seamless continuation of the rope. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'll let you know how many bundles of the rope I end up using for this whole basket. All right, so here it is all covered. I ended up using almost 4 of these. Definitely buy 4 for this size because we're gonna need more for our handle here shortly. I did go all the way up just so everything has the same thickness. Once you go to put the fabric liner on there, now if you have a cotton fabric, you might see through it, so you definitely would wanna do your rope all the way up. This fleece is pretty thick and you're not gonna see through it, so you probably could skip doing the entire thing. I just really wanted the same thickness for the whole thing, so if the scarf moves at all, there wouldn't be any blank spots. So now that this is all covered, I'm gonna work on my liner here. I'm gonna cut the scarf down to size, and basically I'm gonna make it thick enough to where I can wrap it and fold it over the top, and hot glue half of it inside and the other half on the outside. All right, so I just have this sort of laid on there so I can figure out spacing and sizing and all of that. So what I did is I cut this scarf to 6 inches wide and then about 30 inches long, and it's gonna hang over the front about 2.5 inches. So there will be more on the inside there, which is no big deal. So you could cut it down smaller if you wanted, but that's just kind of the dimensions I started with, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave it because there's no sense in cutting it. You can just stuff it on the inside. Now what I'm gonna do is glue it into place, but I'm not going to glue the back yet because we're gonna add our handles in there. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of cutting of our fabric to make room for that. All right, so I have my fabric glued on to the front and these 2 sides. I haven't put the back fabric on there yet because we're gonna attach our handle. So I just cut a length. It's probably about 10 inches long, and I'm gonna glue those into place. I'm also gonna use some packing tape just to make sure those handles stay on there really tightly. All right, so let me give you a close-up of what I did here. I basically just cut a slit down the middle of the fabric so that I could push it around the rope here and then glue it down and into place. So I had to do that on both sides and then just kind of connect them in the middle. On this side here, I tried my best to get it lined up. You could always trim that off too, but it's the back and you're not gonna see it anyway. It's gonna be hanging from this rope up here. And now our basket is all finished. We can add seasonal decor to this. We could add kitchen utensils to this. So there's lots and lots of ideas. But let me know down in the comments below, how would you use this hanging basket in your home? Thank you all so very much for joining me for today's tutorial. I hope that it inspired you. Please give this video a thumbs up for me. Let me know down in the comments below, where would you display this piece in your home? If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button right next to me, and I have more great DIY tutorials below that. You can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, and I'll have those linked down in the description box below. Thanks so much again, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.